You've seen the title of this video and we have a lot to talk about, my friends, as we know Modern Warfare has single player, multiplayer and a co-op mode, but up until now we've not really heard any details. We have a lot to get through, so I highly advise you to watch this entire video so you know exactly what's going on, because we have some sad news but also some very interesting news. So it's not all doom and gloom, and what isn't doom and gloom is a shameless plug, because if you missed the news last week, me and G Fuel are officially partners. From now until June 3rd you can use code Dalek or the link in the description to get 30% off your entire order. If you've ever been curious to try it, now is definitely the time. But with an interview with PlayStation Lifestyle, Infinity Ward have confirmed that Modern Warfare will not have a zombies mode, marking one of the first times in the last several years that a Call of Duty will be skipping a zombies mode. The campaign director stated the decision behind no zombies mode was because they want the entire game to feel like one game, not three separate modes. And you can't have a modern real story, then have a zombies co-op mode in the game as well. With what they're trying to create, they don't have the flexibility to do something like zombies in the game. It would compromise the feeling of playing in a world that feels realistic and authentic and relative to today's conflicts and things we face. So that's a pretty sad thing to hear, because honestly, Infinity Ward's own zombies mode in IW was really unique and interesting, and Extinction was even better in my opinion. But in some instances, this could be seen as a good decision that zombies is not in Modern Warfare. We've had it in every single Call of Duty game since Exo Zombies and Advanced Warfare, and it's fair to say that people are starting to get fatigued when it comes to zombie modes every year. People were starting to get bored of them, and when other studios that aren't Treyarch make their own zombies, there's always a stigma and negativity that it's not quite what people want. Now obviously it's no surprise that even with Treyarch's Black Ops 4 zombies, just the whole stigma around that and how it's not quite been as good as the other iterations of their own zombies has definitely left a sour taste in people's mouths when it comes to zombies. So I'd love to know in the comment section if you're happy by this news. From what I've seen on Twitter so far, a lot of people are actually pretty happy that zombies is not here. But it is still really sad that Infinite Warfare Zombies will never get that sequel, and it really is rest in peace. So F to pay respects in the comments, please. Now, I asked about co-op when I went to the studio, and they've said the same answer that they're saying here. They're not ready to talk about co-op play yet, but what they will say is the single player story goes direct into the co-op story. No stop. The events just continue. So what do we know about this co-op mode so far? Well, we have this image, which is the first proper image of the co-op mode, which is seen via the digital store's pre-order listings, where the co-op mode description simply says squad up and play cooperatively in a collection of elite operations accessible to all skill levels. That to me sounds like Spec Ops mode is back. And back in the days of Modern Warfare 2 and 3, I absolutely loved Spec Ops, so I think overall this is a pretty popular choice for the co-op mode. But I have some inklings that there is more than what they're saying here. If you look at Call of Duty's tweet right here, it mentions that the game has an epic single player story, ultimate multiplayer playground, but the wording here is intense, squad based, co-op gameplay. Now Spec Ops has always been simply two player. It is a co-op mode, but it's simply something you play with friends or via searching for one player online. It's never that intense, and it's never squad based, whilst the Extinction mode was particularly squad based with its own plethora of classes which helped you deal against the aliens. Now again, whatever this co-op mode is, it's supposed to be realistic, authentic and relatable to the story of what's happening today, along with the single player story. But what we're about to go into now really questions if we are getting a bog standard Spec Ops mode, because I do believe it's going to be far more than that. Activision officially called that this is a all new cooperative mode, and Spec Ops is not a new mode because we've already had it before in Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and with the wording of intense squad based co-op is exactly the same wording that Activision gave for Infinity Ward's Zombies co-op mode back when Infinite Warfare was first announced. So I do believe it's going to be something different, but it's not going to be a bog standard Spec Ops. Now it's no secret that there has been a lot of rumour, speculation and leaks surrounding Modern Warfare from the weeks leading up to its reveal. And with any leak or speculative thing, you got to take it with a huge grain of salt. But there is a specific Twitter user we're going to be talking about here because they posed something very interesting into the conversation. No idea if this is real or not, but this Twitter account called Victor_Z has been tweeting details about Modern Warfare since the end of April. Some of this stuff you're seeing on screen is 100% correct because we saw it in the reveal trailer yesterday. And when it comes to co-op, he's saying that this is not just your bog standard Spec Ops. As for co-op, you can see right here, and this user's been tweeting in Chinese, so this has been translated, so I'm going to try and make sense of it as you will. But for co-op, it says, unlike any old COD game, this new co-op has a huge world where it can be counted as a new game. Because the content is very large, this might not be launched on the same day of release, and the content is temporarily confidential. And that's all he says. Take it with a grain of salt, but as you've seen from the previous tweet, everything he said has come to fruition. So there is some grounds that this could potentially have some weight to it. And the only other thing mentioned about co-op is a screenshot from the trailer right here of several soldiers jumping out of the back of a plane. Now, hearing that, you instantly assume Battle Royale, but we've heard nothing about Battle Royale so far when it comes to the game, and Infinity Ward won't say anything about Battle Royale. So for all we know, this probably won't have a Battle Royale. Several people have noticed when you pre-order the game on the PSN store that the player count is between 1 and 20, which is obviously too low for a Battle Royale, but is enough for a big sort of ground war mode or something related to this co-op experience, whatever it deems to be. But if this is true, a huge world where it could be counted as a new game, what on earth could it be that is still authentic and relative to our world, that isn't zombies and isn't aliens? I just really think that after all the years of the third mode being a big deal and being something really fun and different, that they aren't just going to drop it for a bog standard Spec Ops mode that we've already had. Unless it's being advertised as a brand new co-op mode, there has to be something else that they're working on which isn't just your bog standard Spec Ops mode. But until we get any more information on it, all we can do is speculate and hope that they've got something really cool up their sleeves. Let me know what you think of this all in the comments section. If you have any ideas what this could be, drop it down below and make sure you slap a like rating on this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You can check out my previous Modern Warfare videos, which includes a 30-minute breakdown of the 2 campaign missions I saw, breaking in depth everything there is to know. You can check that on your screen right now, but thank you for watching. Subscribe for more Modern Warfare. I'll catch you next time.